Dear students, I welcome you to this skill development course, Dairy Technology. Today we are going to learn about the different breeds of dairy cattle and buffaloes in India. I am Dr. T. Anita Susan, reader in the Department of Zoology, Government College for Women, Autonomous, Guntur. Our learning objectives are to know and identify different breeds of dairy cattle and buffaloes in India, and to learn about the different indigenous dairy breeds of cattle, and to know and identify about the indigenous cattle that can withstand drought. And the third variety is to know and learn about the dual purpose Indian breeds of cattle. And the fourth variety is exotic dairy breeds, to know and identify exotic dairy breeds of cattle. And lastly, to know about the local or indigenous variety of buffalo breeds. These are our learning objectives. Now, before we proceed with our lesson, let's look at the definition of breed. Breed is a stock of animals within a species with distinct appearance developed by deliberate selection. A breed can be a group of domestic animals that have descended from a common ancestor and they look very much alike. They have similarity in most of the characters. Now this is a slide that tells about the second slide we have learned. The different breeds of Indian cattle. The first one is the milch breed, also known as the milk breed, the draught breed, and the third variety is the dual purpose breed. The fourth one is exotic breeds, and the fifth one is indigenous buffalo breed. So these are the 5 types of Indian cattle breeds we have to learn. Let's look into more details of the indigenous dairy breeds of cattle. The first and foremost is the Gir breed. Gir breed is it is also known as Desan breed, Gujarati, Kathiawari, and Surati. Its origin, as the name suggests, is from the Gir forests of South Kathiawar in Gujarat. This is the best milker in the indigenous variety, and it is very well known for its good milk producing quality. The color of the skin is dark red or chocolate brown, and sometimes it is purely red. The curved horns are in the shape of half moon. That is one identifying character. Curved horns in the shape of half moon. Milk yield ranges from 1200 to 1800 kgs. That's the first dairy breed of cattle in the indigenous variety. The second variety of indigenous dairy breed is Red Sindhi. This breed is also called as Red Karachi and Sindhi. As the name suggests, it's from Karachi and Hyderabad district of Pakistan. Color is between red to dark red to light red, and it is also a popular milch breed, and it is used in widely used in crossbreeding programs, and the milk yield is more than 12 liters per day. This breed is exported to many countries like USA, Australia, Brazil, and Sri Lanka. The third indigenous dairy breed of cattle is Sahiwal. This breed is also known as Lola, Lambibar, Montgomery. And its origin is from the Montgomery district of Pakistan. And it ranks first in the milk yield. It is popular in Punjab, Rajasthan, and Haryana. The yield is about 15 to 20 liters of milk per day. Coat color is brownish red to grayish red. And the indigenous cattle breed withstanding drought is Dioni. This breed is also known as Dongarapati, Dongari or Vanera. Its origin is from Marathwada region of Maharashtra adjoining the part of Karnataka and western Andhra Pradesh. And body color is usually spotted black and white. It's an Indian breed of draught cattle named after Deoni Taluk in Latur district of Maharashtra. Crossbreed of Gir, Dangil and local breeds. Milk yield is comparatively less. It is more than 3 liters per day. The second variety that can withstand drought is Halikar breed. Its origin is from the former princely state of Vijayanagaram, presently part of Karnataka. Color of the body is grey. These are compact, muscular, medium-sized animals. And this breed is best known for its draught capacity, especially for trotting ability. It has a prominent forehead, grey to dark grey skin, and closely arranged looped horns. The third variety is Amrit Mahal. Its origin is in Hassan, Chikmagalur, and Chitradurga district of Karnataka. Amrit Mahals are grey cattle, but their shade varies from white to near black. Horns are long and they have sharp points. Then the next is Kangayam. Its origin is Gobichetti-Palayam in Kangayam Taluk, Dharmapuram of Erode and Perundurai of Coimbatore. Bulls are dark grey with a dark color hump, and cows are grey or white. Eyes are dark, prominent with black rings around them. Then the next variety is Umbalacheri. It is also called as Jati Madhu, Mottai Madhu, Molai Madhu. Origin is in Tanjavur, Tiruvur, Nagapattinam districts of Tamil Nadu. Dehorning bullocks is a peculiar feature of Umbalacheri cattle, and bullocks are mainly used for agricultural work. Then the next variety is Bargur. It is found in the Bargur hills in Bhavani Taluk of Erode district, and they have characteristic brown and white markings on the body. Animals are well built, compact, and medium in size. The next variety of indigenous cattle that can withstand drought is Pulikulam, also known as Alambadi. This breed is commonly seen in Salem and Coimbatore district and a part of Bangalore district of Karnataka. Pulikulam or Alambadi bulls are dark grey, almost black. Cows are grey or white. They are also known as Jallikattu Madhu. They can be identified by a typical backward curving of horns. And these are active, useful as draught animals, but they are not fast trotters. These are small in size and they have a well developed hump. Males are used for ploughing. Then the next variety of cattle are the dual purpose breeds of cattle. The first one is Haryana. As the name itself suggests, its origin is from Rohtak, Hisar, Jind and Gurgaon district of Haryana. Horns are small, bullocks are good workers, Haryana cows are good milkers yielding an average of 1.5 kg per cow per day. The second in this dual purpose Indian breed of cattle is Thar Parkar. Its origin, as the name suggests, is from the Thar Parkar district of Pakistan, but they are also found in Rajasthan. Body color is white or light grey, and bullocks are quite suitable for ploughing, and cows are good milch animals. Then the next variety of dual purpose Indian breed of cattle is Kankraj. This is otherwise known as Vadad or Vajad or Vadihar. Its origin is from southeast run of Kutch of Gujarat adjoining Rajasthan. The color of animal varies from silver grey to iron grey or steel black. It's an ancient breed belonging to the Stone Age. Kankraj is valued as fast, powerful draught cattle. It is used in ploughing and carting. Cows are good milkers and they yield about 8 to 10 liters of milk per day. Then the next variety of dual purpose breed is Krishna Valley. Its origin is from the black cotton soil of the watershed of river Krishna in Karnataka. Animals are large, having a massive frame with a deep, loosely built, short body. Tail almost reaches the ground. Bullocks are powerful animals, useful for slow ploughing, and they have good working qualities. Horns are small and curved in outward direction. Then the next variety is the Ongole breed. This is also known as the Nellore breed. It is also a dual breed. Home tract is Ongole Taluk in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. Average milk yield is 1000 kg. It is a small, sturdy animal with raised head, short horns, and blinking eyes, attractive face, and strong muscular body. Then the next variety of dairy breeds is the exotic dairy breed. First comes the Holstein Friesian. This breed was developed in the northern parts of Netherlands in the province of Friesland, West Finland. They are ruggedly built animals and they have large udder. These are largest dairy breeds and the mature cows weigh around 700 kgs. They have a typical marking of black and white that makes them easily distinguishable. This breed is the best milk producer in the world, and this is distributed in Western Europe, England, Canada, Australia, America, and Africa. The second exotic breed of cattle is Jersey. It's the smallest of dairy types, and these are developed on islands of Jersey of UK. In India, this breed has acclimatized well and is widely used in crossbreeding with indigenous cows. The typical color of Jersey cattle is reddish fawn. It has a dished forehead, body is compact and angular. The third exotic variety of dairy breed is Red Dane. Developed in Denmark, body color is reddish brown and it is a heavy breed. Mature males weigh around 900 kg, whereas females weigh around 600 kg. Then the another exotic dairy breed is Brown Swiss. Its origin is mountainous region of Switzerland. However, it is now seen in most parts of the world. It has a rugged nature but with good milk production. Color is light fawn to black. The current Swiss is an excellent crossbreed obtained by crossing the breed with recognized Indian breeds of cattle. It is a triple purpose use animal used for milk, meat, and draught. Then Guernsey. This breed was developed and named after Guernsey, a small island between France and England in English Channel. Milk has a golden color due to its exceptionally high content of beta carotene, and milk has high fat content that's nearly about 5%. Another exotic dairy breed is Ayrshire. Origin is in Ayrshire of southwest Scotland, one of the most beautiful dairy breeds. These are very active animals, however hard to manage them. They are strong, robust, but do not produce much milk. This breed is also called as the Dunlop cattle or Cunningham cattle. Now lastly, we will also learn about the indigenous buffalo breeds. The first one is Sutti. The breeding tract is Baira and Baroda district of Gujarat. Coat color is rusty brown to silver grey. Horn shape is sickle shape, moderately long and flat. Peculiarity of this breed is two white collars, one around the jaw and there is another white collar at the brisket. Milk has high fat percentage. The second indigenous buffalo breed is Murrah. Its home is Rohtak, Hisar and Jind of Haryana, Nabha and Patiala district of Punjab, and southern parts of Delhi state. Color is jet black with white markings on tail and face. They are identified by tightly curved horns, which is a very important identifiable character. The buffalo cows are one of the efficient milk producers with high butter fat in the milk. Average milk yield is about 6.8 kg per day. It is used for grading up inferior local buffaloes. Then the next variety is Jafarbadi. The breeding tract of this breed is Gir Forest, Kutch and Jamnagar district of Gujarat. Horns are heavy, inclined to droop at each side of the neck, and then they turn up, pointing upwards. The average milk yield is about 100 to 1200 kg. Bullocks are heavy and used for ploughing and carting. These animals are maintained by traditional breeders called Maldharis. Then the next indigenous buffalo breed is Neeli Ravi. This breed is found in Sutlej Valley in Firozpur district of Sahiwal district of Pakistan. It is bred around the Ravi river, hence the name Neeli Ravi. The peculiarity of this breed is flat eyes. Feet are whitish in color, as you see in the picture. Neck is long, thin and straight. Head is elevated. Then the next indigenous buffalo breed is Badavari. Home tract of this breed is Agra and Etawah district of UP and Gwalior district of Madhya Pradesh. Copper colored body is a peculiarity of this breed. Eyelids are copper or light brown in color. There are two white chevron lines on the lower side of neck and the average milk yield is about 800 to 1000 kg. Bullocks are good draught animals with high heat tolerance. The fat content varies from 6 to 12.5%. This breed is an efficient converter of coarse feed into butter, known for its high butter fat content. Then the next variety of indigenous buffalo breed is Mehsana. Mehsana is a dairy breed of buffaloes found in Mehsana town in Gujarat, adjoining Maharashtra state. It has evolved out of crossbreeding between Sutti and Murrah. Milk yield is between 1200 to 1500 kgs. The next variety of indigenous buffalo breeds is Toda. Toda breed of buffaloes is named after an ancient tribe, Toda tribe of the Nilgiris. Coat color is fawn or ash gray. These buffaloes are quite distinct and they are indigenous only to the Nilgiri hills. The entire body is covered with thick hair. That is one identifying character. Then the last is Nagpuri. The origin of this breed is Nagpur, Akola and Amravati district of Maharashtra. These are black colored animals with white patches on face, legs and tails. They are also called as Elichpuri or Barari. Horns are long, flat, curved, bending backwards. Dear learners, I welcome you to this learning session of CCE LMS e-learning initiative for the benefit of students. Under dairy technology, we are going to learn about the selection methods of dairy animals. I am Dr. T. Anita Susan, reader in the Department of Zoology, Government College for Women, Autonomous, Guntur. First is about the introduction or definition to selection. Selection is the first and most important step to be adopted in dairying. It is a tool in the hand of breeder to improve the performance of animal. It is a process in which certain individuals are preferred over others for producing next generation. Selection does not create new genes, but it only increases the frequency of desirable genes. Man aimed at improving genetic potential of farm animals control artificial selection. Selection is of four types: individual, pedigree, family, and progeny. First is individual selection. Selection on basis of individual phenotype is called individual selection. It is most commonly used basis for improvement in livestock. Characters like body type, growth rate, milk production, or any character is evaluated from individual performance. Pedigree selection. Selection on basis of performance of ancestors is called pedigree selection. It is useful when traits selected are highly heritable. Pedigree selection is especially useful for early selection of individuals, like in case of young bulls, for progeny testing. The third selection is family selection. Family represents a group of animals having common genetic relationship. Generally, full siblings and half siblings are most common collateral relatives whose records are used to estimate the breeding value. When individual performance is included in calculating SIB's average performance, it is called family selection. The last one is progeny selection. Selection of individuals on basis of average performance of their progeny is called progeny testing or progeny selection. It is a useful tool in evaluating the breeding worth of dairy cattle. Then, general selection procedure for dairy breeds. An animal to be selected based on breed character and milk producing ability. Pedigree sheet maintained in organized forms reveals the complete history of animals. Maximum yields by dairy cows are noticed during first 5 lactations. So selection must be carried out during first or second lactation a month after calving. 3 successive complete milking has to be done. An average gives the milk production of that particular animal. A cow should be docile, allowing anybody to milk. Maximum yield is noticed till 90 days after calving. It is better to purchase the animals during the month of October and November. Then breed characteristics of high-yielding dairy cows. Attractive individuality with femininity, vigor, harmonious blending of all parts, impressive style and carriage. Animal should have wedge-shaped appearance of the body. It should have bright eyes and lean neck. Udder should be well attached to the abdomen. Skin of the udder should have good network of blood vessels. All 4 quarters of udder should be well demarcated with well placed teats. Certain suggestions for selecting breeds for commercial dairy farm. For commercial dairy farm in India, a minimum of 20 animals are required, 10 cows and 10 buffaloes, up to 100 animals in a proportion of 50-50 or 40-60. As many people prefer low-fat milk, it is better to have a commercial farm of mixed type with crossbreed cows and buffaloes kept in separate rows under one shed. Milk from both type of animals can be mixed and sold as per the need of the market.